Alright guys, we have Skyler Woodward versus Deuel, Saratoga, race to 6. Should be a pretty good match.
You good? You ready?
Ready to go. Alright, Skyler breaking the balls and lays down a great break. Does he get a shot here? No, he doesn't have a shot on either of the one balls, stripe or solid. So he's going to be rolling out. So Saratoga's basically played running solids or stripes in order, and then you get to the black 8-ball. This is a special ball set, so it's 1 through 6 stripe, 1 through 6 solid, then the 8-ball. Skyler gets the first game there.
Mark me up.
Steal this for him.
Go ahead.
She likes to take it. So Jessica County, that's too. Now it's 3 feet up the hill. I was like, I'll walk away.
So it looks like Corey's going to take the stripes, play this combination, and play position for the striped 1-ball next.
Everybody else is
We are tied at 1 apiece. We'll probably have one more match this evening after this. An 8:30 match. Probably more pro players because we're dwindling down in the field, and so the cream is rising to the top, so to speak. This is a double elimination for this event. I think Corey wanted to have a little bit of an angle to bump the 8 and the 6. The striped 6 ball that's near the 8 there. This is a special ball set, Saratoga balls. It's 1 through 6 solids, 1 through 6 stripes, and the black 8 ball. The score is now 2-1, Corey Deuel. Oh, looks like it's going to be another run out for Corey. Just depends if he can get on this 4-ball. Not sure what he had planned there. He's going to be kicking this. He's going to play the 5-ball here. Good shot, but it looks like he's corner hooked. Oh, he could make it. I don't think he'd make it. Just had a bad angle looking at it. Perfect. And there we go. It's now 2-2. Wow. Little bit of a bad roll there. Hey, we'd like to thank Andy Billiard Cloth, TSPN. That's the social pool network. You can check it out at tspnpool.com. Definitely check out their site. You'll see some really good info on an awesome new league. Check out Freezer Sports Bar and Grill in Tempe, Arizona. Nearly 30 diamond tables, 24 beers on tap, over 70 TVs. Probably one of the nicest places for pool you'll ever walk in. Well, back to the match. Skyler to break. He's going to have to take the stripes here. played the billiard and don't know if he can. Maybe he can thin cut this over. Oh, he played safe. Good shot.
I haven't even looked at him. I gotta walk around and look at him. I got the same color as those.
Yeah, same color.
See, Corey needs to make a good hit on the solid one to keep Skyler off of a good shot on the striped one ball. This is where the game gets pretty interesting and challenging. This is a call shot game, not a slop. No slop allowed.
Skyler.
Wow, are you serious? I don't need that.
Oh, Billy got one too.
Yeah.
Skyler is going to go up 3-2. That scratch from Corey being very costly. You know, Corey could have been up 3-1, and now he's down 3-2.
Oh shit, I thought it was 5.
It was a quick game there. It's now 4-2. Costly scratch there from Corey. How's everybody's audio and video coming in out there? Please share that stream link. Let everybody out there know that they can watch some live pool at UnrealTV.com. Free of charge as always. Just make sure to send me a Christmas card. Gets a favorable bump there. Skyler's gonna get on the hill unless he Ooh, whoa. He's gonna have to paper thin cut this in the side pocket, I think. A million miles an hour. He's gonna have to feather it. He's gonna have to catch it real thin to make this ball. Well, the score is now 5-2. He has to pass control of the break. You can only break 3 times in a row. So we'll see if Corey can put something together. I'm going to predict Corey gets out here. And your score is now
It
5 to
is
3.
7:30. We're going to call the 7:30 matches. In the expert division, Table 9, Jason Schwab, Chris Lennon. Jason Schwab, Chris Lennon, Table 9. Table 11, Phil Kennedy, Don Oyama, Phil Kennedy, Don Oyama, Table number 11. Table 13, Jeremy Harnish, Will Stride. Jeremy Harnish, Will Stride, Table 13. Table 14, Josh Ramey, Harvey Wilford. Josh Ramey, Harvey Wilford, Table 14. Table 15, Ryan Brown, Clinton Doyle. Ryan Brown, Clinton Doyle, Table 15. Table 16, Mark Portillo, Mark Osborne. Mark Portillo, Mark Osborne, Table 16. Table 17, Chris McCrary, Ben Carraher, Chris McCrary, Ben Carraher, Table 17. Table 18, Doug Dunford, Juan Aranda. Doug Dunford, Juan Aranda, Table 18. Table 19, Bob Blowers, Chuck Wise, Bob Blowers, Chuck Wise, Table 19. Table 20, Jaime Lechuga, Todd Hatcher. Jaime Lechuga, Todd Hatcher, Table 20. Table 21, Jason Pierce, Anthony Lucero. Jason Pierce, Anthony Lucero, Table 21. Table 22, Tyler Depew, Bo Solano. Tyler Depew, Bo Solano, Table 22. Table 23, Steve Danaher, Leonard Martinez. Steve Danaher, Leonard Martinez, Table 23. Table 24, Vernon McGee, Gibby Salazar. Vernon McGee, Gibby Salazar, Table 24. In the Classic Division, 7:30 matches. Table 26, Danny Hernandez, Rod Springs. Danny Hernandez, Rod Springs, Table 26. Table 27, Chad Wiedmeyer, Jamie Daly. Chad Wiedmeyer, Jamie Daly, Table 27. Table 28, Josh Allers, Jason Burt. Josh Allers, Jason Burt, Table 28. Table 29, Robert Henry, Dusty Liberty. Robert Henry, Dusty Liberty, Table 29. Table 30, Lance Warner, Gary Hopkins. Lance Warner, Gary Hopkins, Table 30. Table 31, John Marich, Dave Wacker. John Marich, Dave Wacker, Table 31. Table 32, Robert Barnett, Stephen Nicholson. Robert Barnett, Stephen Nicholson, Table 32 at Dukes. Table 33 at Dukes, Alex Guerrero, Kevin Parker. Alex Guerrero, Kevin Parker, Table 33 at Dukes. Table 34 at Dukes, Cody Duhan, James Mullen. Cody Duhan, James Mullen, Table 34, Dukes. Table 36, Rustic Bar, Danny Kessler, Keith Nelson. Danny Kessler, Keith Nelson, Table 36. Table 37 at the Rustic Bar, Kelly King, Dan Garcia. Kelly King, Dan Garcia, Table 37 at the Rustic Bar. Table 38, J.J. Morris, Tom Humphreys. J.J. Morris, Tom Humphreys, Table 38 at the Rustic Bar. Table 40, Rustic Bar, Benrito Garcia, Dave Maslowski. Benrito Garcia, Dave Maslowski, Table 40 at the Rustic. Table 41 at the Legion, Steve Beazle, Mikey Marvin. Steve Beazle, Mikey Marvin, Table 41 at the Legion. Table 45 at the Whistle Pig, Travis Wheeler, Alti Krenslock. Travis Wheeler, Alti Krenslock, Table 45 at the Whistle Pig. Table 46 at the Whistle Pig, Daniel Nelson, Scott Unger. Daniel Nelson, Scott Unger, Table 46 at the Whistle Pig.
Nice kick and stick there from Corey. Good thing is you got it close to a pocket, so it'll be tough for Skyler to defend here. Ball in hand for Corey. If he can get out here, it'll be 5-4. You'd expect him to. Oh, there you go. 5-4 is the score.
My first match, I was 3-3. Played good Let's go out to New York. I ended up playing in Florida with Wyoming. Billy did. Went to New York a couple weeks on the show.
Well, we're going to have a player break. It is now 5-5. Hill. We're going to be back shortly. Run a quick couple commercials. Pay the bills. Stay tuned for the last game of this match. Who's going to win, Skyler or Corey? Let me know in the chat. I'll be back shortly.
Hi, I'm Rocket Rodney Morris, and welcome to my DVD, Rocket Science.
We're back, and it's 5-5, last game. Skyler's laid down a pretty good break. Only trouble ball that I see is the 3 ball. If he gets good on that, should be over. Going for the bank. Needs to come across for the 4. Which he's done nicely. That should be lights out. They shake hands. Skyler defeats Corey Deuel 6-5.
I knew it was doing that. Oh yeah, I tried to bump it, and I knew because it would help me out a little. I got a little lucky, it happened.
All right, we'll be back with another match shortly. Stay tuned in, everybody.
Huh? What kind of cue am I using? Are you serious? It's a Mewtwo. I know.
Steve Mizrak, The Miz. Everybody knows The Miz. He was awesome. He was a great guy. So Mizrak used to come to Hawaii all the time. So he was really good friends with Aki and Brian, you know, my mentors that, you know, from Hawaiian Bride. So I remember one time Steve came to Hawaii and Aki picked him up in his Jaguar. No, sorry, it was his Porsche. And his Porsche was a 2-seater, you know, and Mizrak was, you know, 400 pounds. So right then, I think it was the start of the seatbelt law in Hawaii. And there was no way that Mizrak could get that seatbelt around him. So I remember Aki coming back to the pool room with Steve, and he says, we almost got a ticket. And so what happened? He said, the cop pulled us over and said Steve didn't have a seatbelt. And then, so Aki was trying to explain to him, there's no way that I could get this seatbelt around him, right? And the cop ended up giving him a $30 ticket. So Aki put it on his tab. It was funny, but you know, it was just one of those funny stories about Steve that you know, we always cracked up about. But the reason why I bring up Steve is because I have a really good story about him. You know, it's kind of sad, but it's funny too in the sense that everybody knows I took a 4-year hiatus from pool from '97 to 2001. So in 2002, I make my first trip out to Florida, and this was right after Steve had his stroke. So he's in his wheelchair, you know, and he said his slurred speech and stuff, and but he still, you know, he had his wits about him. He was still funny, you know. I was talking to him for a while, and he came and showed up for the tournament special, and they're like, you know, Steve, why did you, you know, come here? You know, you don't have to come here for this tournament. I was gonna, you know, come see you next week anyway. And he's like, nah. I said, I just wanted to come here and you know, see if you could still make a ball after all this time, right? So he watches my first match, and I win 9-0. And then So we're hanging out, talking and stuff, and then so my next match comes up, then I win 9-0. Then another match comes up, I win 9-0. And then the fourth match, I win 9-0 again, and I'm in the finals. I'm waiting for the guys to catch up, and then Steve gets ready to leave, and then he goes, well, he says, with his slurred speech in the wheelchair, he's like, I guess you can still make a ball, and then he starts laughing, and then he leaves, right? And well, as soon as he leaves, I get ready to play the finals, and I'm playing Tommy Kennedy. So Steve comes, he watches me never lose a game. I win 4 matches in a row. I'm in the finals, and then as soon as he leaves, Tommy Kennedy beats me in the finals 13-5. So that was funny. And Steve never got to see it. So as far as I'm concerned, Steve never saw me lose a game. So it's funny.